In few other modern sports does the athlete demand a custom piece of equipment tailored to them by another human. These are the stories of people who make surfboards and their relationship to those who ride them. It's their passion and their livelihood. Generations of experience and feedback are woven into the fabric of this craft. A trial and error process where mistakes have consequences. We follow these boards all over the world alongside the surfers putting them to the test. When form, skill, and nature come together in this careful dance, the results are extraordinary. This is not by chance.
Rope washed up or
Here you
something?
go.
This is
wrap it around here. Work on your.
Here we go.
Work on your wraparounds.
Hold it, wrap it and hold it. There you go. Keep it wrapped. Oh, yes!
Oh shit!
The production night.
Talking about it, make it good.
One. How many scoops does it take to get to J Bay? 2.
3.
4. 5. About 6. will do.
Like many great surf stories, this one begins in California with Tyler Warren and his good friend Ian Gottron. As a shaper and artist, Tyler collects artifacts which inform his work, and he pays homage to them in every board. Ian, the young, ambitious free surfer, will shed any board he can get his hands on. While the two normally make boards for their local, they were ready for something different. Growing up on old surf flicks and magazines and tales of South African perfection, they've been holding off on their dream to score perfect J-Bay for far too long. The three of us had just watched Searching for Tom Curran and joked how amazing it would be to follow in those footsteps. In that joke, a seed was planted. This story follows as it grows into reality.
Oh, what's up? Welcome.
What are you making?
I was thinking something that we could both ride and have fun on and just be kind of a classic fish, but a little more modern rail and concave and rocker. Shortboard fish.
The fish surfboard as we know it today was created by Steve Liss in 1967. The versions made and ridden nowadays are strikingly similar to the original design, giving credence to its shape. As a kneeboarder, Steve was putting himself in unconventional places on the wave, and the locals took notice. Jeff Ching, inspired by Paipo riders at Kuhio Beach, was one of them. Jeff stood up on the board, and the trajectory of surfing was changed in that instant. Surfers like David Nueva, Reno Abalira, and Jim Blears made the board design mainstream and forever changed how surfers interact with their equipment. The first split-tail surfboard, however, was created some 20 years earlier in Hawaii by surfer-inventor Tom Blake and dubbed the Makaha Wedge. Later, Barry Mirandan's twin pin also had a role in influencing Liss. Skip Fry brought the design to a larger audience, and the fish became widely known. These vintage shapes are highly collectible surf artifacts and are clearly a big source of inspiration for Tyler.
So like a Steve Liss, pretty classic fish. There's one at the Surfing Heritage Museum I was just like check out all the time. So 5, 6.5 by about 20. Almost the same dimensions. This one's a little thicker. This is like a 1974 skip fry fish that someone gave me. Yeah, you can see right here, there's like slight little V tri-point hole like in the center. Roll in the nose. And it goes into a single, just subtle. And I put a little double to V out the back.
I don't know, it's fun to like look back on a board that I made, you know, 6 years ago or whatever, and like, oh, I learned this, or like I did that back then.
Yeah.
But, or I don't know, and you just have like the memories of riding them, and it's fun to keep it. This one, like Terry Martin made me when I was like 19. This one, he made me around the same time. This was my first 11 footer that he made me.
Sick.
He made like all these ones when I rode for Hobie
No way.
that we shaped together.
That's such like great memories.
Yeah. And then like this one, I practiced shaping like for his memorial. We like did this shape off where we were like, had to make a longboard in 2 hours. So this was my practice board. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know if I can make a longboard in 2 hours. All right, it's officially 5'7". Gonna try and just make it real forgiving and fast, and have a progressive bottom, but still a lot of elements of the board are like tipping the hat to the original fish design, but you're just kind of steadily modernizing it. Having an idea and making it come to life. That's why I do what I do.
What did you go with on the tail? Did you go?
So the tail's I think 11 and a half. No, 11 straight up.
Huh.
But this is 11 too. And it's 5 inches deep. I don't want it too thin because like we're adding like big huge point breaks on it. I want paddle. And it's a big wave coming in. Open ocean wrapper.
Fucking J-Bay.
You're gonna be thankful for that foam when you're paddling in on a 8-footer. Hour flight, 8-hour layover, another 10-hour flight, 4-hour layover, and then a 2-hour flight.
As we set off on the long journey, it was hard to believe that we were truly making this trip a reality. It was surreal upon arrival, every turn offering a wild landscape that was far from anything we had ever seen before. While we waited for Ian, who had a passport hiccup delaying his arrival, we decided to get a lay of the land and see how the legendary point break behaved. After adding a few bells and whistles into the fish, Tyler was curious to see it in action.
pressure system here.
Dino one is.
I'm not gonna try and act like I know what I'm talking about.
Its colors are promising, that's for sure.
And this next one's the big bamboomer.
First day of that J-Bay.
First day. Starting small and working up.
Nothing weird on the board?
No, I'm stoked on it.
Oh man, glad you made it. You're out in the fucking drama.
Stoked, dude.
You see what's on the horizon?
We're so on. We're so on, dude.
Around the second week of our trip, the local government implemented disproportionate power and water cuts to various communities. It's called load shedding, and it's used as a last resort to balance the supply and demand of electricity across the country. We would lose power and sometimes water for 4 hours a day or more. We would spend those hours either in the water or surrounded by candlelight coming up with things to do. We were warned we wouldn't have power, but somehow we were never quite prepared when that time came. It was a great reminder of how good we had it back home and the things we take for granted. For the most part, we had epic surf right out in front of us, and it made the passing of days highly tolerable.
What's up, bro?
Time to go.
Huh?
It's time to go.
Go where?
There's waves.
My trading words. Good to look. This is what you do when the J-Babe powers out.
It's no wonder how a place like South Africa, so raw and real, could be the home to some of the most beautiful waves and wonders of this world. As surfers, we're driven to travel to remote and far-off lands. And in that pursuit, it's not only waves that we find. It's seeing the world in a different light, embracing the unknowns of life, and creating experiences together.
How's that? A little
Oh my god, they're full on.